Howdy folks, Timber Drifter here. A little building on stilts in the background there, that's my little cabin I've been living in. It's too bright over there to get a good shot from closer, but I've got this really strange old pipe going. I'm going to walk out on the trail out from my cabin here. It's a ways back in the woods. Temperature's around 0 today and it's pretty windy. But interesting old pipe. Sort of a Danish style, made by Dr. Graybo, or by the company that makes those pipes. I don't know what they call themselves. Anyway, I received this pipe from one of my relatives who works in a antique shop, and this came in, and she sent me a text message with a picture asking me what I knew about it. And I said, well, I don't know anything about that pipe. I've never heard of an adventurer pipe. That's all you could read. On the side was adventurer. On the other side it says imported Briar, Adjust-O-Matic, and then a patent number. The patent number made me think Dr. Graybo. But she sent me the pipe for Christmas. And it was in brand new unsmoked condition, still shiny. So I did a little internet research to see what I could find out. See if it was worth anything. And while I was looking the pipe over, I realized there was some blue paper down inside the bowl. And it's a pretty long bowl, or tobacco chamber, and it's all the way up to my second knuckle there. Kind of narrow. So I had dug down in there with some tweezers and various other things trying to get that paper out of there. It was stuck. And when I got it out, it said it was made by the Sparta Pipe Company. And when we get up to the house here, I'll show you the little piece of paper. I don't know if I can get a relight here. It's pretty windy. No, too windy and the lighter's too cold. Just have to wait. Anyway, what I found out on the internet, it looks like it was made in the late 50s or sometime in the 60s. Hard to say exactly. But it's got an interesting feature. Switch the camera over to this side. Yeah, it's got an interesting feature in that the stem has the usual stinger, but it also twists all the way around. That's what they mean by Adjust-O-Matic. You can't lock it in one position, so if it gets slightly out of alignment, you just keep turning. Sorry about the brightness. Nothing I can do. Alright, here we are in the shop, where it's warm. So, there's the pipe. It's got an oddly shaped stem. How about that? There you can see it. Oddly shaped stem. The bit is actually very comfortable, even with that little fishtail that it has there. I usually don't like that. You can see the texture of the pipe, similar to a walnut shell. Very sharp point on the bottom. And there you can see I get the light right. I don't know if you'll be able to read that or not. Anyway, that's where it says imported briar, Adjust-O-Matic, patent 2431906. On this side, just can't get the light right here. It says adventurer. So, and this is the little piece of paper that was down in the bowl. Sorry, my hands are really cold. Having a hard time keeping track of the camera. So, there is the little piece of paper that was down in the bowl. And with the tear in it, it's kind of hard to read, but it says, this pipe has the amazing Adjust-O-Matic stem. The stem cannot lock out of line. You just keep turning until the stem and shank line up. It's simple and easy to use. Just turn the stem, the Adjust-O-Matic stem. And then there's a ripped up part. Not sure what it says. Something about fitting. Oh, it's talking about, yeah, it says matching threads, and then continue to turn until the stem and shank are in perfect alignment. And then in the next paragraph it says, the adventurer is made of the finest imported briar. The bowl is guaranteed against defective workmanship and burning out for 90 days. The stem is not guaranteed. So the whole thing's about the stem, but they don't guarantee the stem at all. Made by Sparta Pipes Inc., Sparta, North Carolina, 28675. So that's the company that makes Dr. Graybo pipes. So that's an old, until I started smoking it, an old unsmoked, essentially Dr. Graybo pipe from the 60s. At least that's what my research tells me. And it's an ugly pipe, I think. It's so ugly that I like it. Yeah. Let me find something to set the camera on. How about that? Sorry about all the rough camera work, folks. I'm out of practice. But yeah, that's the little paper. Pretty cool. It was down, twisted up and stuck down inside the bowl. But the feature they're talking about, the pipe's pretty cold. I don't know if I should do this or not. But you know, sometimes when you put a stem back on the pipe, the bit will be out of alignment with the bowl, so it'll, you know, sit funny in your mouth. Some of them I actually turn the stem a little bit sideways so the pipe actually sits straight up and down. But anyway, this one has a stinger in it, of course. It's actually a pretty neat stinger. It's useful. It's pretty elaborate. But also this piece pulls out of there for easy cleaning, or just removing it if you don't want it there. So I usually just wipe it off with a paper towel when I'm done smoking. So you can see it twist in there. And then, oh, I overturned it. Well, you just keep turning it until it lines back up, almost like a pipe without threads. Works the same way. Anyway, that's the big trick. That's the Adjust-O-Matic. Very cool. Anyway, also this white dot on the side there, that must actually be drilled all the way through to the hole in there, inside the hollow of the stem, because if I smoke 2 or 3 times, I'll actually see a little bit of tar starting to come out around that. So, anyway, kind of neat. Just thought I'd show you folks this pipe. It's one of the stranger ones I have. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of a Danish type shape. And I'm smoking Clan in it. Still can't pin down that flavor in clan tobacco. When I'm smoking it, the scent reminds me of Play-Doh. Any of you remember the smell of Play-Doh from your childhood? That's how it smells to me. I'm told that's not what it smells like, and I've never, of course, smelled it when anyone else was smoking it, or come into a room where I'd been smoking it and been able to smell it. So to me it smells like Play-Doh. Other people say it smells wonderful. The taste is nice. I don't know, tastes like burley tobacco to me. In a good way, like the best possible burley. Yep. Once again, you caught me smoking ash here. I guess I don't think to make a video until I've already gone almost all the way through a pipe. Yeah, just taste kind of sweet and a little bit floral maybe. I don't know. I mean, as far as the flavoring goes, I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, it's not bad. And I do have to admit, smoking a pipe that's this strange looking, called the Adventurer, that has this sort of very proud forward angle to it, does make me feel like having an adventure, or perhaps I'm already on one. Anyway, adventures in pipe smoking. Take care.